Crypto can be the simplest, most easiest way to make millions, guys. All you need to do is have diamond hands, have conviction, and then ride the super cycle into P&L where we can just make millions. Every single one of us can make millions. So if any of you guys believe that, it's a lovely story, but if any of you guys believe that, unfortunately, it's probably not the right channel for you because it's all about reality, guys. And you can go back and watch this video. Warning, don't fall for it. That was about the super cycle and how it's a narrative that's driven by the smart money to make retail hold their bags, thinking that it's going to go to the moon until ultimately they're the exit liquidity. So this is going to be a follow on from that video, guys. And this is the second lie, which is going to be diamond hands, why you should have diamond hands. We're going to talk about why that's bull crap, why the people that are saying that are actually the ones that have got paper hands. Okay, I'm going to use Ethereum for this example. I've got Ethereum on the weekly chart, and we're going to go through the concept of super cycle, diamond hands, and why that is bull crap, guys. So you're accumulating Ethereum. We're going back to 2017 here. So is it better to hold Ethereum in 2017? If you got $200 and you'd held Ethereum since 2017, you'd be doing all right now, guys. You would be doing all right. However, 2017 was 7 years ago, 8 years ago nearly. So 8 year time horizon, you're doing not too bad. However, we talk about peaks, we talk about troughs, we talk about market cycles, we talk about ups, we talk about downs. How's your P&L going to look like in that 7, 8 year period? Would you have bought during that period? Would you have sold during that period? Could you have held onto something where that thing could have gone to zero because the news was telling you that that thing was going to zero, and then you went through the strong accumulation phase, the boring phase, for such a long period of time, and that's where it messes with your emotions, guys. So don't listen to diamond hands, guys. Don't listen to super cycles. Haven't happened before. Why would you expect them to happen again? It's just a way of keeping retail in the market. And if you think about it from a psychological perspective, if you're holding your bags for 2, 3, 4 years, that's people giving you conviction to hold for that long, and it's given them as much time as they need, 2, 3, 4 years, to exit the market with your gains. So imagine how you would feel. Let's go through this. You're buying Ethereum all the way in the 2017 bull market. So this is the weekly chart, all the way through the 2017 bull market. And say you bought Ethereum around here, $700. So you're holding Ethereum, you're holding it all the way up to the top, $1,439. But you've got diamond hands. This isn't the top. We're going to get a super cycle, and this is going to continue. Super cycle was the narrative here, guys. The super cycle is the narrative during every single bull run. Any retail that don't understand the concept of super cycle, they will fall for that. They haven't heard it before. However, I've heard it before, and then I've studied that, guys. And it's not just crypto. It goes back decades, goes back as a narrative to keep retail in the market for a long period of time, and then they can be that exit liquidity. So you're driving Ethereum, you've got diamond hands and you're holding it, you've got P&L in positive all the way up here. However, what happens? We go through a long bear market, and this is the accumulative phase, the boring phase, which lasts for such a long period of time, guys. Look at this. This is the weekly chart. This is going for weeks and weeks and weeks, 62 bars, 66 bars. Imagine being through this phase. So if you'd have scaled out during this position and scaled out during this position, you'd have positive P&L, you'd have capital. Then you could have that capital to be able to scale in during the boring phase. If you believed in something, you could take profits here or scale out. You can't just pick tops. It's not as easy as that. You could scale out, scale out, scale out. You've got capital on the table. Dollars are going to outperform crypto. Dollars are going to outperform most things. That's the thing that you're going to be in, riding it for this such a long period of time during this boring phase. And then you're taking that position out and building that position here. What that's doing is compounding. So you're going through the next run, you're going through the next run. If you'd done that smartly, guys, you would have been taking your profits out, taking your profits out, taking your profits out, having capital on the table to be able to take advantage of the next bull run in the next 12, 18, 2 years, whatever it may be. But you can scale your position at much lower levels. So then you can take advantage of the next bull market. You've scaled your position here. Say you've got an average of about $400 on Ethereum from your previous bull market profits, and you're riding that all the way to the top here, and you're scaling out and you're scaling out and you're scaling out. If you'd had diamond hands, obviously you're just holding this, guys, and then you're not doing anything. You're not capitalizing out of it. You can't compound out of it. But if you did scale out during this period, you've obviously got a bear market. We didn't have a super cycle. If you had diamond hands, you would have lost most of your profits. So you go all the way down, all the way down. If you'd have been smart and scaled out here, you would have not just the profits from those gains. You'd have the profits from the previous gains, which would have been compounded. And then get the chance to go through the boring phase again, guys. The cycles happen time and time again. The boring phase. So you can scale in during the boring phase, average your position a lot lower than what it was that you scaled out up here. Then you can ride the next bull market. And that's where we are today, guys. So you're going to hear this narrative time and time again. Diamond hands, super cycle, super cycle. Unfortunately, guys, it is probably not going to happen. If you've got diamond hands, the chances are you're probably going to lose most of your capital. However, at one point, your P&L is going to be so big that is life-changing money that you're going to have in that account, but you're going to think that it's going to double, and you're going to think it's going to double. Ultimately, that's where it catches you out. You're in speculative assets. Most of them will go to zero. And just think how that would make you feel, guys. I just want to ask yourself that question. What happens if you lose everything? Have you protected yourself? So if you did find it useful, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Join me on this journey. It is all about risk management. It's all about preservation of capital. I'm doing this bull run the same as you're doing it. I want to make it this bull run the same as what you want to make it. So we're in this together as a community. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you tomorrow.